this way we're bound to find one good angle.
Hey, it's hard, but
Trust me, I am there. Joe, go for it, man.
After the game on Saturday, in his post-game press conference, Coach Saban said, I was telling those guys all week. His message to you guys afterwards, was it more of, I told you so, or more of, all right, we had this one game, let's learn from this, press forward?
it was more of learn from this, and don't let this close call, just learn from it and go forward, and you just know you have to bring your best every game.
Is it kind of a good thing to have a game like that, particularly when you're getting ready for the stretch that you guys are going into?
I mean, it's always good to have a wake-up call, but it's we didn't expect it to go that way, and we're kind of, I guess you could say, mad about our execution on Saturday, and we got to pick it up and get ready to play this week. So
I know you guys have had players meetings in the past when you weren't happy with the performance. Was there any of that after the game Saturday?
It was more during the game and things like that, and we've talked as a unit and just said that that's not us, and we have to move forward. So.
How'd you feel the right guard situation went in Saturday's game? Had a couple more guys in there.
I thought it went good. Everybody came in. A couple people had to step up and get in and play, and I thought they brought their best, and they played best they could.
So what's the challenge you really think Auburn's going to bring, especially on the defensive front, that they're going to have to practice up for this week?
I mean, anytime Alabama and Auburn play, it's always a really hard game for either side, whoever's the better team, or whatever you want to call it, the bigger height, I guess you would say. And but we'll just have to come in, we'll have to get ready and get ready to execute on Saturday.
You guys talk about going 1-0 each week, and every game's its own game. At the beginning of the season, say Auburn, that is a game that we know we want to win. That's kind of one of our priorities.
I wouldn't call it a priority. I'd say we're trying to win every game, and like you said, be 1-0 every week. And this is just part of that path that we've been taking, and we just have to be 1-0 at the end of the week. So.
Is it kind of amusing for you guys to see how insane the fans go over this particular game?
I grew up a fan of Alabama football since I was a little kid. Watched the Auburn Bowl and just know how much this means to our fans and to the state. And it's bragging rights for 365 days, and it's a huge game for them. And it's a big game for us, obviously, and we have to bring our best. And
Was there one particular Iron Bowl that stands out in your memory as a young kid?
Probably the first Iron Bowl I came to. I think Alabama won was the blowout year. I don't remember. I just, as a fan from that perspective, that was a great feeling, I guess.
What do you hear, I guess, maybe from both sides? Someone growing up in the state, I'm sure you know plenty of people that root for both teams during this week.
I really hadn't heard anything from anybody yet, but so nothing yet.
A few times this week, Saban has some alums come back to practice with you, Trent Richardson, John Parker. What's it like having them on the offensive side? Do they get hit as much as your regular practice? How does it work out with those players?
Honestly, they're on the defensive side of the ball, working the scout team, so I don't really get to see that part of it. That'd probably be a better question for some of the defensive guys.
Anything else? All right. Hold on, one question. You're a big guy. You don't skip many meals. Thanksgiving, favorite thing to eat on that day?
Probably my mom's turkey and dressing.